Yodio Hano, Motuama Mia, Namotuama Nilante Vanderpool. Market Yekra Nilante Banaman. Nilante Vanderpool, Nilante Banaman.
2016 election, unprecedented infrastructural development. I mean, so I'm not true. Unprecedented infrastructural development.
Yariano asani amane hosubium. And I'm say, indeed, Shire so. Titru, ye jai mask no share. Miss Ramo. Ishishaya ayaye efa mas no mundiso so fifia shamas no eno ene bebo ya ho ban na me yetumi apam yare efie mem
sa corruption na course we almost break the 8 so that we'll get another 8 and sweep everything under the carpet. They be also moko na Ghana 40 be share ni omo teso e bia no bia ne teso also sorry near share nya e wanna see. So let them go and then the people of Ghana can hold them to account. Yeah, you arrested some of us to put them before trial. There's no way this government can investigate itself.
Akasimadu na premo atso Ghana de shimama ni etiefo ya domo wiei yamamuni na ha yamama kwa bashonko dia baka sefidie so ebrena so ensema wodo yensa so do madama yesie gya ni edina aso mo se boso kase bo Obaatanpa 92.5 kase fidie yi aso na yaji adwa said ensema wodo ansentwofo kwa awam ekwo man Ghana nuta ne nata so mantam makubaku dunsie manene nsem wo ka ho eni abone bedema ye edina eba besomo ye difri atena ye wo Germano Plaza Kasua Obomu Road no chi nsam ne abone boa edi ato abafu tinten fidie so ya www.obatanparadioonline.com ebuso kwa no mansem aye bekinken na usu benye bia kan wenye bi etie na afenso wenye bi ahye 3-in-1 enenom. And which is to Facebook, yes, streaming live. Facebook, Obaatanpa Radio 92.5. Facebook, dear NNO. YouTube, and so Obaatanpa Media. Nina, yes, streaming table. So, Modia na ba honoma on. Na wejawa juntre ede atu hodmo ebre pemuno. Si anemo na cheka si abone ye bekin keni na yade amamo na etimi abua kama ye pan. No so Instagram ene Twitter ina nebusia. Yade a obeti. Ewa wasum seni ensemo aye kenken na no etwegu eho eno so ya Obaatanpa 925 FM information centers biada romantic aseboy wo mebie madasa etie bi Kwame Wete Community Information Center ewa Kwame Wete back to sender information center wo gomwa fete NFA PK Information Center so Kaswa Rock City New Life Information Center DJ Hamanesi naso nusu ogomwa fete kakraba Christ Information Center nasa Christ Foundation Information Center nusu ogomwa kwati Information Center si nudodo na ne ka ho a wanmo afaka se bo ato apete e madasa so etie bi na ewie yi don hwere ba kontam ne esi adwa yede e banunti ensema yede ba de ayese ndia fo twene no egugum ye dosu ye papa nemom de bedi makotini bi enie
and Jumedia be across way inspection. Yen name say we get treatment plants normal ye, and then I'm so mensu a channel. Na yema me Cecilia brother Paba Pro, Ednani Ababa Seni a human airqua, and a pay yedimu ensem ebrew.
Na World Heart Day apomudimu no nyame aduma wukwade di animui ena chese wiase na ehye fakasie ede afa huntie abusua e wapomode ho nsem te sen e ba na koma ho nsem a ye be kwa kopiemu ewo aye waye kfo aso ye na ensohwe won mo twere no kakra ye sin sohwe ne bia liki apia bontre so ema wapanyini pa wono ana eda African Education Watch ano kyerɛ sɛ saa de we die ɛyɛ CID for ebem na semkro ye munso waye kede abetu dwa kyerɛ sɛ CID won mani sa school ba komako edu eba ko sanse esu sɛ ahwe ya na ni apɔ etimi apiem wo ho
na waye ke ne omo nsensem ya ho no wono mo akyerɛ fo mienu ɛde ma kwakɔ gina court bɔne ban ɛna wɔn ma yɛntia wayɛkfo akyere wɔn mu yi
KNUST so ababeto dwase yahye se school for nyame ya adumu a wɔkyena wo bi ansa ne kuku ne nkaka na famfiri school mu hɔnom enko fie na ebusuade na aba yɛde mu nkyere mu ɛnam
ale lawyer Gary ni makoma fo a wɔyɛ ewura owusubempa lawyer wɔde nkyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra bi aba ɛfa owusubempa ya grant ni bill no ɛho nkyerɛkyerɛ mu nyina wɔbɛte ɛwɔ kaseɛ mu
na ebusue bɛbɔrɛ mu wa manyo semu a yɛra John Buadu atutu bi ɛde amane ɛyɛ NDC amanyoko no wɔn mu titire ni mapa sɛ hu bondog sɛ wan pa ɛnɛ kan no ɛnɛ wababɔnti a wabɛka nsɛm bi di akyerɛ yɛra John Buadu na sɛ ni nsɛm no ankasa nsitie na ebusua yɛde mu nkyerɛ mu ɛnam ankasa
yɛbɛkɔ kɔ pie mu wɔ German of mensene nim na akɔkɔduru a mprɛko bɛɛ sɛ 200 wɔn mu nyinaa ewu ni nyinaa yɛ mprɛko yare a akuafo a wɔn mu yɛ mprɛko ano dɛmu papa
na ebusua dwodie ne akuayɔ nsɛm mu no nso sɛ wɔunim sɛ na nsɛntɛm asɛ aduane boa yɛ dendenden dɔkono ananke yɛtɔ ne 1 cedi si akɔ 150% bi kɔ abɔ ne 2 cedis adanti ɛna ma aduane boa yɛ densa na mpanifo ababɔnten bɛkyerɛ mu ne enti ɛnam so a aduane ɛboɔ ho ayɛ den
sɛmre dos ne aboaboa no sɛ awia prɛm to brɛ kaseɛ na yɛfa kaseɛ no aseda mu rampem asie aduan fa ne nyina fa ma Joyako Enterprise fo ɛsiane sɛ wɔnom na aso yɛ asen wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ɛba ne sɛ wopɛ mɛma ntareɛ mɛma yɛ t-shirt awodoɔ no nyinaa bi trousers na wopɛ ara nso ɛna ebia kaki jeans ni nyina no ba yebenya bi ɛde ama Joyako Enterprise mema ɛne nkwala nneɛma nyina yefa in briefcase awodo yetimi kita de kwa adwuma afenso shoes slippers sandals ni nyina no bra na yentimi ɛma obi office nkonwa ahodo ni nyina no do ani kyerem ɛwɔ ɛyɛ new market kwanten pon so yɛne Lucky TV ne die no hwɛ hɔ okwa benya nkonwa papa dining tables ne bi no wato na ɛba ne sɛ opɛ yɛn Enterprise na ɛtɔn tadeɛ ɛne nkwala ho nneɛma wɔ mu ne die a na do ani akyerem ɔka so a yɛne Jucard Pharmacy ne bɛn yi papa numbers amede betu dwa ni nyina fra edo be kwako pie mu ewo Joyako Enterprise ene Joyako Furnitures aso number no 0249 373 517 0249 373 517 na 0277 788809 na oni painful edi nkoma kenka fa ote nka na dwa yame odoma nkoma chia me kofi chi ba fo me ne
Achua for you one man for akati pebusia ye twa ye ho aba ka se bodam fo nyina ata ye chiti ka se boni nchire mu beto asosesia Ebusia ye fin semni nchemu ase efia pomode ensensemu nyame ya adumu abusumi ye womu ne de to so aduonu enkono ye wuku ada na chese wiasiri na na eyi edi esi wonmo a edu sada na ye bodawuro na afa kwampuni yakasa edi afa akoma ho sene be ya yade bia pempi no eya na echi akoma na be wie kire na de nipa eti ya no se do no ye behwe na yetimi apani na no no egubre na ebra chese nyama so sa na ne sene panifo edi kan akade to hono mo sebe omo a ho anko suponhwenti no National Cardiothoracic Center won mabomadia apau ene anase afidie no enho entoma kra foforo ye chese wo pa ho entoma no enra na busuan panifo bomodin esi adwa wo pa ho entoma na tirimoponi ani so adi ho ana eta kire ni nada ne se empempi no eya na Ghanafo ni titiru yempe ayaresabia kokra se bia nipa no wonte se ne baby ye ne ya ana sempo no wonte bibia woni padua mu pa so obekwa ayaresabia se wokoye check up pa de ne lalai eno na panifo chese etu de bia eya na hu behia ye pa se bra no bretimi kwa ayaresabia na ye kohwese apomode ho se megina ne naso ana ne titiru kwa ne se blood pressure se mojamroso no etimi edi yade ba akoma ne ho ene nu achimpu se cholesterol so saa se bia wa ye kese amroso srade dodo na ba oni padua mu no ebe wie chere na ebusua chese akoma na na de yade eba ho ena fe so hihire timi dos woni padua ni mu a utimi enya heart disease anase heart attack na enu se etimi ba wo so a ene ubejo ho gina ye pa se Nyankopon krampo amfafia etimi wi akire no edu kopie mu ewo ense do yes nipa no na ne ho fa ne pa no otia po ena te se putupuru wati ya no mu se na se etimi take wo sana ojo ho anje na ebra enrada wo pa ho entoma no ena director ede ema National Cardiothoracic Center no Dr. Lawrence Ajimai 3Boso wono no wadi tudwa watwe mu se ehu benya ye pa se brano yetimi kwa ya sabia na yakọ cheki yapomden enu echi se so sanso de tudwa che se enipa dodo eti yanom se do no ohom chichemu aduo watwe 80% ena ejina heart related conditions anase bia yesi nipa neti yanom se do ye be fifi maduaduo ma be papa nipa no ema yitese be hu na de ku eku no nya che se ebia nakoma ena te se isima bi anase mpono haw bi etimi touch ma ewo ho to obesere se bra no bra ne etimi kwa ya sabia enu echi se nuani bi ho so ya ye dia etimi ha koma no se bio ye no monsa de den ana sempo no ye he bonsam tawayi bi ene mamuwa ne mabawa abai shisha ye twini kumu na ye jemu huha ena afa kwampo no nuani bi a utimi dia hu ni se aduane wadie enyama opomodin ubedie wie na wa ye cheko no ni na ye ntwe hu firi mu.
This year, you say use hard to connect. Let me say COVID year abai. Kofopi. Omo akumayari no. Na COVID no. Echi omo pa. The wohwe omo eti anye year omo from COVID na. Omo dudu no a ewo heart disease. Afa so omo yare no tumi omo pa omo koda hospital. Omo hia ventilator. Wohwe omo nyina wo heart diseases. Yedinti na ye pese in this era of COVID. You say use hard to connect. Kofopi almost from Puso Beba Hospital. A bed then a bed to be after warm wo fie. A warm yari more akomai home. Now omo ato warm. Inti what happened this is there are digital technologies a bit to me a yuzu a
Ewusiania yeti ye Dr. Lawrence Ajimai 3Boso wono na waye kwantwefo pani ya wada ha ene ewusia yeti na no disem no na ni na emu no ena chairman anasetetreni edema Ghana World Heart Day Board no Dr. Abdul Samad Tanko wono so ede peso HSM afidie no nyame ya adoma okwade edi enim ya wono mo World Heart Day no esane se COVID esensan ye komunti ye be bibia e wa ba futinten fidie so ene Facebook ni YouTube ye be streami na anam so ama wo so wo fia wa hwebi na watimi aboa amene yade bia ebia epese agi akoba ne boso ne tempass wo no we nakwa.
In this era of COVID, in normal circumstances, we should have been having a large press conference to raise more awareness and then go out there on the day of 29th to do it. But this day is technology and digital effects that we are using to reach out to people. As we celebrate this day, we are imploring on every Ghanaian to take care of his health within this period that we are going through. That is number one, making sure that you know your statistics. When I mention statistics, some people sometimes will tend to mean your height, your waist, your line. No, this is health statistics. Your blood pressure is key as far as your statistics is concerned, because many people walk around with high blood pressures and they hardly know until they get strokes. Number two, your sugar levels. And many people are from that family of diabetics, but hardly do they even check to see whether they have diabetes or they don't have diabetes. The other number that we should actually put emphasis on is your cholesterol levels. I mean, because there's evidence to prove that this can lead to stroke and this can lead to heart attack.
Any ayeti Dr. Abdul Samar Tanko wono na chese woyetitinani edima o man Ghana board yate se wo monhwe ma World Heart Day celebration no enkoso no eno no so de ensemi eja yensa
yantu akase no so na afe yamra mepie mu ewo wayekefo ene wono mo nsensemu a na agogo pie ma na chese Ahamaso Islamic Senior High School o man shada antiasem de eno ewo kejebi mensini emu na presi achirechirefo mienu bi ena no edwada no pa na omo chire English language paper 2 no ena external supervisor a ono free West African Examination Council for Australia friends Ephraim nikwechi papa is one and na me bom pempa ah wan kwato na ni hwe tokuro bi mu a Owura Musa Mohammed a wadi mfie aduasa miensa 33 years and wenya ana wo hye ho ya wokita ne phone na yese phone no eye Techno Spark 4 ani kita papa yi ana wodi twetwa mfonyini ana was nya wo na ye master teacher no so mi amene master teacher no na ede na wo yi wo jase wo ben ho a Mohammed Musa yi ana wodi ne Techno Spark 4 no exam supers na eda ho na eja enche bi ede be kwa koma nkola na nkoma hwe no wodi ne phone no otwa ayiro wo twa guso a wodi kwa koma nkola no na no obusan se na woni hwan na edi se adwuma we se no so woni Yewura Felix Okulu ono wo 32 years a ono krampo na ye English language teacher Germany nimi nyina na aka boma ye no wona ehwe akiri na me ma baba sharan kematwetwa Mohammed Musa ena afi so no Owura Felix Okulu na wono bi mrantie kokopie mo na chese mrantie no ese wo mdo kokopie mu e wo KJB Magistrate Court no mkodu Magistrate Court won na pani behwe wono busa aye Musa Mohammed se asemi aben no udifo anase odibem no so we de me mama ye nka ne tintin bia asemene die seni akokoba no midifo ma anya de kura ena court se ne okay wate se wa anya de dia ene etua aye 60 penalty unit na chese 1 unit bia ne 12 cedis ukika kabuma na chese ya bone ka be buru be se 780 Ghana cedis na court chese we ntua se zika na akokoda fiase abosoma miensa a won de wokro na eno na court sanso bisa Yewura Felix Okuru a won etoso mienu se isan se wonim ho hwe ana dem okra ya ma metu no hobi ntu waka ho a enyi ena court se ne wani abre opese otwema nso enti kwai na nyankopon ya adoma October bosu ebesin de toso duba ko sanbra ebebe piemu ewo KJB District Magistrate Court na yentoa asem die no so na wasansem ese ho ena ranking member on the Education Committee of Parliament Yewura Peter no na wo kire se ade na akoso no se no wayegefo ebe ka kire wono mo se se de wo mani ada opa na nsohwe no afu de nya de ba akokora be pia bonten ama obia etimi ehunu ne ekoso ewomu edise ne ba mbonsem efa ne nkrata asem no wo mamiem papa udum se wo mo de papers ne ba kora prosi ni edi akira ne tuo double by bi kita ne kama odidi akira obia enya kwan enwia ade ne mu edi ekokoba ne sen anade we etimi abasa enam so kora mi achi achechirefo mienu na wo se won de wo ka kire wayekfo se ade na se da bia etasi bohu yesi ade na liki papers na liki obeti awetre sam wo se we ni de enko be sere pa se achirechirefo na chiro no yemu omu din yemfo mfo nyini nyina meto montene so de friend say name and shame no se ne be ya wo mfiri mu fi a wonom konkoye sa de bi ma fi nso ticha ni bi kura kon do se ebia nso hwe ekosu no be ma po bia liki a na kan nyina etim edi ehu ni suru aba beto wonom so ma anye ne sa de a ebe kosu sa esi.
Actually, I was surprised because work had given every indication and assurance that they were going to make sure that there will be no leakages this year. The leakages come about as a result of human interference or human... No, they deal with people who handle the questions, the question papers, the printing and all those things. They gave us the assurances and the indication that they were going to make sure that the human interference or interface was safeguarded, that those who will handle the papers will be people who will they will make sure that they did not or nobody had access to the questions. Then we advised that whenever they were able to identify the culprits, that is those who leak the paper, they should punish them, make their names public, and the punishment given to them. And last year we expected that they would have done that. They have not done so. So if you don't name and shame, that means whatever is happening, you are not making the effort to eliminate them. You don't handle the issue administratively. You can hand them over to the police to prosecute and any other thing that will be meted out to them. But if they continue to keep the names to themselves, the punishment they meted out to the people to themselves, this will continue. It will not deter others from doing the same.
This is Obaatanpa Radio.
Eni atiye Yewura Peter Notu Kotoi wono ranking member Parliamentary Select Committee on Education and attaining kan se wono mamadia na etijafo na ya chiro maido makwa gina mu KJB District Magistrate Court no yemfo mu mfo nyini wo mu di mra bonten ne Yeboah ne yom ehu se ne be ya wo mani bewu na wono enkonkwo sa ne ma ne ebiem.
Yantu akasiaba no eso ewo West Africa Examination Council WAEC wonu nkomodie na emu sanse yenim se ene ewe no ye mankuma ne yenuanom nkuma na afi kwampo no yade hye na etro sa ensohye no na ne na babeto dwa ese nei WAEC for the babeto dwa chese ensohye yenuanom etro ye West Africa Senior Certificate Examination wasi no wo mo abomodin adadwene ho ehunu se schools makomako edu ba ku bi wo mayi mu a wo ma mani na hopa mfio mani sabo wo a anhwe yi na apotimi apie mu ho no manu ntino WAEC fo so asode ye paane a wono ma sode raka na mo chese schools bakomako du ba ku bi wo ho a wo mu dio mani krochwe wisi ya wo mo hwen santamo ebehwa free esuro aka kopemase se kondron ansa no mahunu se ampa bibi sentimi enkoso na schools bakomako du ba ku yi wo mu dinie Edjusu Senior High Technical School and Senior High School, Tepa Senior High School, Yeji Senior High School, King David College, ewo Somenya, Idol College, ewo Sunyane, Christ the King Senior High School, ewo Boase, Modern Senior High School, and afei enso Modern Senior High School ba kunsu bio ewo Kentampo Oyeko Methodist Senior High School ena Klo Agogo Senior High School na se schools ba kuma kudu ba kwim ena WAEC for kire se wonum anoma bi abomodin abonhwere bi de egu omasum se achechefo ni bi epeso mofa kuntuna se na ombomodin afanyansa kwa bi so eden sohwe ni bi masuafo no na obewie che ne ese A1 fonkwa na epie wo hono na nso so bewie che no na chese ya ponkwa ene de masuafo no na ebra pani a wonom eno ye head of tax administration division edi ema WAEC ora Georgia Hene Mante ene senchwefo edi nkomo no wose ya tip off en wo monsa etimi aka na so ni ku otimi eyi o masotre de wo mutimi emfa ntudwasa wosanso de tudwa kire se na wosenka endra ena physics na fenso business management paper 2 and 1 no wo mo hwe etimi etwro na so no eno sei asie nyanentie se leakages bi ya koso asenkofo peso mo fa kuntuna se eden so hwe ne ma mofra no asua na sa pono no etimi leak eno sei wo ma sanso ariskedo anase wo metu ahyeda foforo yi a eno de mpanifo enya emfa entu dwasa na ebusua ni kire mo wode emma sentwefo ebinie
of the council. 2. Increased inspection and monitoring at the various centers. Additionally, the following schools, in respect of which status were received on intent to cheat, are being closely monitored and evidence validates the claims. Then the schools are Edjusu Senior High Technical School located at Edjusu, and Law Afianiba Senior High School at Afianiba, Tepa Senior High School at Tepa, Yeji Senior High Technical School, Yeji, King David College at Somenya, Idol College, Tsunami, Christ the King Senior High School, Obuase, Modern Senior High School, Pong, and another Modern Senior High School at Kintampo, Oyoko Methodist Senior High School, Klo Agogo Senior High School. Then 3, withdrawal of some supervisors and vigilators from providing services for the council pending further sanctioning. 4, scrutiny of scripts of schools where cheating has been reported. Where mass cheating is established in centers, the appropriate sanctions will be applied. 5, continued tracking of rogue websites and social media cartels in collaboration with security agencies. In conclusion, the council wishes to state that it remains focused on its mandate of conducting credible examinations at all levels. Despite the challenges, we are steadfast in our commitment to conduct the 2021 examinations.
Na ne kwakwa wane nsem kaye mu no wasanso de to awofo nsori mpani emba nchire WAEC fo dia no na animu ya no wo muntu mofra ne fo pa se ebra so mo kochiro nso hwe na wo munya so mo nam WhatsApp Facebook NHS groups awudro mu say ne wo mo hwe ka say bia po bi betimi apia na eno achi say wo mo sanso de futuo ma awofo ne se mpempini na awofo ne bi so ka ho obo won so matebri sika no mo de ka koto apo e dia ma ne ba se won sua ana sempo no won dwifa ngunu ho na oni okopie mu exam so ha no an se wo tworo saa eno de tudwa wo chem se na no ade ya na Cyber Security Act 2020 no won mo pa ho ntoma eti woni ku ayensa be so patchy say nay no wooden crata be most any BC won concosia na eno ne so hwe beto ne dia ene obeti dante wasen maye pa.
Examination inside examination hall of practice as a result of poor supervision and invigilation. Institutionalized examination of practice, that is, execution of pre-arranged plans to assess candidates to cheat by solving questions and distributing solutions to the candidates. Smuggling of mobile phones into the examination halls by candidates awaiting solutions from platforms they have made payments to. Snapping of questions papers at some centers and posting same on various WhatsApp platforms. Third, activities of rogue websites or WhatsApp Telegram groups. The activities of social media cartels, that is rogue websites, WhatsApp Telegram groups, are in full force with several versions of the questions being circulated on social media platforms. Some of the groups are Ruth, Jerusalem, Eminent Link, Mr. Robert, Success Room, Mr. Ayupa, Brotherhood, and White Secret Helper. Our investigative team is tracking these websites or WhatsApp groups and have discovered their modus operandi, which include enticing candidates to part with money by posting several fake versions of questions, including past questions on social media, posting of actual questions on paid or for groups after receipt and opening of question paper packets at the center, solving of questions and posting of solutions on WhatsApp groups. With the passing of the Cybersecurity Act 2020 at 1036, the prosecution of operatives of these fraudulent groups will be facilitated.
This is Obaatanpa Radio.
Any IATA Yora George Ahene Mante, one on a head of tax administration division, a year West Africa Examination Council, anyhow, so Wayek.
Yan twas when I am yamu. Na ebano engumesuamua ye ukoba kubu hormone share aban as a policy think tank for African Education Watch 2020 Edu Watch. Na Edu Watch for and den krata and ye 10 pa one dia kwako piemu e criminal investigation department aye 20 after CID for aso ye. Na one masem ye tie say ye nua ba ku ya ye ne no ewo fia ha Socrates. Na de omo kan nyina ne say woman kasa nanu ada won be bɔ food and nutrition no ene so hwe ne hya se elikiliki afin so ba ya ne san so ba elective mass ni nyina hya se elikiliki abre kura na omunya chance o won ka san se mo nyina de kira wayek for enti etu wono school na schools no ke kan wono wono nyina wo munya mu hwehwemu na wo san so de evidence atato papers eliki ye be bia wo mu ade ni nyina kwasiburo ne beka so mo so mo de nyina ka ho ade akwakoma aye wayek for se wo munya hwehwemu na executive director Edema Edu Watch for Kofi Asar wano ene bo asemi mu Edema asem twerefo dwuma wadi ho.
I think as a first step and an immediate intervention, it's important to strengthen invigilation in such schools that invigilation has broken down and where it is established that teachers are actually conniving to support students. We would have wished that YA could have contacted us before putting on that list. We have about 50 situations, 53 or so schools. And so it's not too late. We are going to send our list to WAEC because these are schools where I can say that there cannot be any level of invigilation because the people who are there to invigilate have been compromised from the WAEC officer to the school invigilators and needs to be added to WAEC list of 10 so that people taking there with the hope that their integrity will not be compromised just as the earlier ones were compromised. But I think that's a first step. It's actually a step in the right direction because immediately that's what you can do, strengthen invigilation, and beyond that, in the medium term to long term, we can look at the reforms that will improve the system.
This is Obaatanpa Radio.
Any atiye Kofi Asare wano ne executive director Edema Education Watch I friend say Edu Watch anoma chirim no wo de makoko piemu CID fo aso wo sere wo so nya nhwemu pa na wayegefo wono ye aduabo we kuro mu dodo da biara exam seliki we kura de ba kom seliki ama no pa okuro mu ase nti wo nya nhwemu
Ebusia yentu akase bono so ewo humasua ensensem Woma hye se suafo a wono mo gentete ewo Kwame Nkrumah suapon no emu metwe Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology ye twa ne tia friend say KNUST no nyame ya adumu a wochina da eni obi ansa ne kuku ni kaka ni na free school mu ho na wonko fie na se ne maami o se ne papo se ne yiri o se ne nnuanom o wo mu nkodi wono mo ho enkomo na we na ka kwaye sempenifo kire se wo mu abomadia ate eti se esuafo ni bi abo won mitri mu po se ebra so na bia vacation edru so anase yesi obi ankofie a wo mu de basabasa yebe school mu ho no mo kakra na menti mu ho ase bi wo esuafo no ekuo mienu bi ntam enu nti na ahwe yi a na se vacation period mu ho na no na so mo de sa ntokwa na nyantam so ebe we chi na so mo se school na japade na afa kwampo wo mu a wo mo ho son sabrobe no yaduomu na ba ba frebi enu nti na nyanya nto a enya ntua esuafo no obia fi wo china ko obia sa ne kuku ni kaka na afa free school mu ho no na mpenifo kra chese ento akopem se no mienu bebo se ken ni de osuani bi afri ho na mmom no foreign student anaso mo fia manone ya mo gentete ewo KNUS ni de wo mo domu nkofie bi na mmom betene school mu ho no a na enkrate ba monte so no eya Ashanti regional minister Ira Simon Osemensa ena chese na nsa shakrata na se no achi eni Obaatanpa Kase3 boye pinche no ni di nkomo ne ebusa se eja krata ni mu sempati se no si an ensam edi ka di tudwe na no kreni nada ewo mu na emom no we no nyame ya adom a wochena se wo mo hwetimi ato asrafo ne aposifo akopie mo school mu ho na wo school ni ko a wayefo beye wa ebia wudu oniama akofie ubeye dede anaso obebo wakora no ene wobeti pa sanse wo mahunu se ade we se ato aso pa che na anu adobubu oboso meda na to so mienu ewa fimpimenu ni du watwi mu no ebi se asiye ewo ho no mo a ebi eche school mu nsam kwa ye honyan eti wo mo ebini
yanya ntie patata craft school for me bi abo po boni se o mu bi so fe na o mu de babu e o school na treatment na ho ema enya fi ha ema bibi en konkusi ansana yakase hu ya so se be fi mi nsem the same thing enya intelligence na no ni jama university in fono so in biva po security no ya se no mi ma ku si o na nya papa university ho ay no katanga students no bi and unity hall almost from 24 so moving so hena the baboni baby I say revenge almost no more elections great hall I'm say kovara krama mu to tankujani ade na one side you feel say side bi egune ni mase nti also almost we tari no I want to nya no na also isia no na innocent students bi a wo de wo no mo ka so mo koye baswase bi enko how enko kan wo na fi japadi wo school no enko se ti so de maybe wo mo ko se na ni bi a students ni na anti school ni bi ono ko on fa ho so fo bi o ti se mo me share brahi school asenia bi a me ma kura de bi a de o di kura de ma no na obi akwa akodi mi se mo na ni asan e de ho tansa no adobo mu nyina no akofa kaka abewo mafefo no mabusiafo enti management no busia ana say that's how mama kono service bi enti ye de bambofo ebeko akoboban akopem school for ni na ebeko
eni ayeti yi aya santimanta mosuafo no na yetitine ni di ma Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council
eni akwakopie mu wansa ukokoduru ho a wonomo ewo eye dialysis center jese wa bia wanya kidney problem ho na yesi emfa nko na de bia emfa nto dialysis so no se ne be a ubenya hoode ubenya nkwatenten atena sase su ache no na gogo pie mo konfa no cha ban sabia ho ananka ye makmako ensia centers na wo ho no ye dialysis machine no fa chem na ye makmako na akogo pie makmako aduonu mienu 22 na jese mu ye nipa dodo kura na se mu nyina mo ba beda dialysis so da kura mu nyina mo ba mbenya machines ni bi ada so na ni nyina ye doctor ohene ba o Sudan so awo no NACU e ma konfa no Teaching Hospital na de trains e de to ensem twerefo anim na de enti kura ma asade we sei e ba beto so bidwasre de ene se aye sankofa medical charity wonom eyekuo bi a wonom enhye aban ase wonom na ebebeye adoye ebeche konfanoche aban yarasa bia no dialysis machine wonom beche maku edu ene hu enkonwa nyina won betenemu na wonom de age ayarehwe na won je se enyeman ne bon asum $60,000 na won de ababeche konfanoche aban yarasa bia no na enam so ohene ba osu dan so ECU edema konfanoche teaching hospital age niema no woda wonom ase no kire ni swade hu na ayarasa bia eye ede afa wonom mo kidney problem ehu
Samasi aba emebia beboa yi papa ohwe konfanachi hospital adwuma kese a eda so se behwe ayarefo ewo oman mu no enye kumase yanko a enya asantima mu nko a amanton edunsia yewo no emu be dumia santie se yare bia mu yedin ekoba se dialysis service ne ade a bebrebe no a haron babidua meka se dialysis machine se wo ba bia ye certificate no enye ngotwepe ntima ne bia ye hyase afia yewumi ikano ye biemu akwama hono ebi mafi ngotwe akosi aduenu mienu eno pa ho a accident center ha sei yini dialysis center wa ha eno so ya pe ba bi fufuro ho a yede ho fidie ne yina aba omo ya awie machine ho efe na arrow enne boama se uta dialysis no so a eswani omoja so eyi minu mafini bibia efrimko nti awie na wo se hono so empa enwotwe a yede besi wo no e wo se empa bia na nya sa machine yi bi elisi ho no nti machine Abatama ehu hia pa
ani atiye aye ohene ba o Sudan so CEO ede ema konfanoche teaching hospital na ate ni kase sedie wonomani age papa nom gusu ahwe ne mu se wonom sabe kan dialysis machines ni bebre no matimi ede age akra enkwan
yentu akasi abono eso na yenkoso ayanyine mu ewa santimantem hono a na Dr. Mensa Manya wono na waya medical superintendent kane ede ema edwa aban ayaresabia na anim se papa no ya transfer na ka kopie mu ewa ebuakwa health center bi ho na se atini post so kra na nanu adampo na mampinda da John Domani Muhammad ni ku asa thank you to ekopie mu asantimantem no wodi tudwa wache se nya ntie sa dokitani no ya ma na transfer sane se ni nkurobo a wokobo ye ede kire ba sunku ayete se basabasa ye si wa adwura no omunya mu hwehwemu no aban ni hu ni sa dokitani ni se ma okan no wodi atwi omo enuti ena sisabre ya ma transfer no na nya mampinda da John Domani Muhammad ne kasa e moto to be pad mani aban ne kire se amana sembe ne ye ne sane si oman no ya nchire ya adwuan na enu na doctor na nkasa mu ede sema ba monten wonim se ba ne se MPP fo enra one of friends and chofo nhie mu de tudwa che se ne mampinini dada John Dramani Mahama kan ye na no kwa bia ni mu and doctor ni na nkasa ede no di sema ba wo che se bi no abe si ya transfer no one de no kwa redie no bekosoa na wadi na busu ni nchire mu nkasa wodi tudwa ebini.
As a new administrator from the zero ground, no one can erase it from the golden plate of Edra Municipal Hospital history. History will definitely pasteurize the future of this infirmary when Dr. Mensa Manye will be mentioned. At this juncture, I wish to express my utmost appreciation to Edra Traditional Council for their kind support and cooperation to the Council of the Muslims community as well as the Christian Council. I will enumerate the things having mentioned and the things they have helped this hospital quality of service delivery in the municipality. No one should really attribute to any material motives. The journey of Dr. Mensa has long been started with assistance of God, as I said earlier, although many obstacles have been on the way which were cleared by the living God. As I leave this institution, I am living with my chest boldly out because there's a saying, leave a place better than you do what? You met it. I met a dark state of Edra. Now I'm living with the light in Edra. Many wish, I suppose, I even leave without talking to my staff. But as I said, no one stopped Dr. Mensa. Even in the hole, I will emerge. No one stopped him. In the hole, I will emerge. As a matured medical superintendent with many years of experience, whether posted to another place is normal. I will continue to render my quality of service to valuable clients wherever I find myself. I urge you all to live in harmony, unity, but above all, live as a mature people. Yes, people, when they see Dr. Mensa living, they cry. But you are mature. Your parents have elevated you. Secondary school, nursing training, university. You are mature to break bone yourself. No one suppresses that right which is yours. Live above the sea. Live above the truth even.
Obaatanpa Radio.
Ti Dr. ni atin nka no ya woche se wo hyam nem ko obepie obi antimi nhye ne so ne kwakra wa nsem kayem no de aseda piesie ma no matsan konya wadwura na afenya mesum kubatan ye wo ho yenwanem kremofu e wo ho se wodom no mate ye pa ebra no ye medical superintendent no papa no woche se obi atimi bua ne ye pa be ne futuo na afa kwampo no tese echitai mu a wo mobomodin atai na chiyie ma ne dwumadi a wodi no ewie mudi.
It has been some form of pain feeling. Initially, even this farewell want to be truncated in order not for me to even talk to myself that it can be done. I can never be caged. You know me already. I can never be caged. No one can suppress me. You see, there's a saying which goes like this. Truth is like a floating cork. The more you suppress it underwater, the more it boils to the surface to float. The more you force calabash underwater, the more it turns fast to float in my heart. And even I feel very shameful because of the continuous assistance we've had from these traditional people, the contraction of this big war, the completion of the Jam maternity block. My house I use now was built because of the dedication and commitment. For that matter, a dedicated doctor they have not seen before. That's the reason they bought us. You see, something just happened. So these people who did all this in the first war, the Jam maternity block, construction of even the vow for 150 VIP ward to be built for the hospital, which is in the pipeline. And my unit where I use now could set a person. And these things were actually done during the Yam festival celebration, which letters were written to every individual, organization and agencies to contribute some quota. I was sad when they gave that letter now. 7 years we have been celebrating for the assistant. I approve for an assistant. Before I realized the region called that I should not give any assistant to the traditional council. After we have enjoyed all these things, it is quite unfortunate. How did it happen? I can't imagine. Now you can't approve memo again. A memo, when you approve it, before you realize it's in the region. My people, I want to advise you here. You should be careful. Excuse me to say, even if you are calculating, know where to do it.
Any idea, Dr. Mensa Mania, one and I can know a medical superintendent at a job by Sabiano. Sisi I transfer no say one quiet Dr. Buakwa Health Center. And what then I could send me now to draw. Utimi Papa no dia pa. A bunny say any nakasana dosu Nina no and Yesusia Butch dear mamon.
I was a for young call Facebook nafe. Yemfa my drink and kakra and twasu and famamo Paulus. And was say Ghana man paying and not done for the Bekoswa commission project. Where we na as I say, one chassis or ye man paying the beer or yet may papa Padebiara and Debiara. Would you try more of him my why so ni police papa or the abba Eddie Guaquema air swab panity in Iron na intimi and support Nana Adu Danko for those watch on Abu Mavis. How a commission ye papa Atongo. Eddie free Sukura Anna Edia Banwa say Mahama promise Ghana for so kwaku see 200 community and finance minister Babetuno to swab 2016 budget statement in was see 9 pe Anna otimi e complete keke when timi NC na obebeka se yen fix all mine ko men se pillar 2 no se revenue usubempa ye de nyankopon se pa se nyame adom wa ba fi was na nemum no menko yesa bi tunofo ade aka ho odo etema eno se Ghana for mebunu sisi no emamu allow mo hokra mien sacrifice mo ewu bi na ni brebia wo pede ne mampanyin nti na mabaye tim enyi long live Ghana ena Rainbow tie ode eba je na Rashid wase wadi free ketekrachi zongu no de aba no se NDC wo muni ade papa bia de ma oman Ghana wase yehu incompetency pa ne nada na ewo JDM ene eye na ban mu ombedi oman Ghana so man tim anya de papa bia afa mo oman Ghana so na dan Kwakufuado and Dr. Bagumia buying dear. Oh, one more idea, papa, one so more that Obaatanpa, maybe Sawa Kumis on a bomb than as a papa, so support. Ama ye, ni ministry of Dan, so say honorable Anita Obu, Emisa, MC, hopeful, Nedia one day or day, Abba, and no, young trust wo, actually, Yadiaka. awugum na yentu akase no sene nkonko pie mu ewe repon yadom adwada wo be san so akako pie mu ewe court na se ni atoa so na ebi mu kire se na Reverend Dr. Isaac Ozube Mpankwa ni aman bill na enitini lawyer a wogina mu a wokoko pie mu Accra High Court ema yema won mu bill no lawyer Gary ni makomafo wodi nchire mu aba na ni nchire mu nyina ede ma sankrofo nyina ti bill no enye Reverend Dr. Isaac Ozube Mpankwa wa bill sankrofo na nyina aka Reverend Dr. Isaac Ozube Mpankwa lawyer Gary ni makomafo di mu nchire mu aba
Omuna so we no one say na ngameda roma court ma omuna bail the conditions no na different the conditions for Reverend no yes 200,000 Ghana na lepa me securities and a condition for the others no the same 200,000 Ghana 2 sureties but each to be justified but that is the condition for the others just I could be a western surety there general won't be a chino also unya yo with me na fi what the article sheni pa ni huna oni e ba hwewo because no are surety amajono na omo frem say Reverend there okofi the others no there menyini say no no bet me wi menyini because it takes a while go through that process.
This is
Edi asamnu nchiremu na lawyer Gary ni makoma for the aba no wose ne dade Reverend Dr. Isaac Ozube Mpanyamedifo wonu mutimi ye bibia ma no monde yatimi agya na ma okofie ba adwado beba court na saa enan bi na aka no de se nan osamiensa bi na aka ne de wonyi ni so mo de no betimi ayehu adwuma hwie entiche se bia enne de kro na na ebehwe se du ba chi ne nkrofo no no mam kwatwetwe atubra ne de tra social media so kan ansem
se bono eso ne busua yembonremu page na simfie so de tudwa wotwem se enko ne yera John Boedu pa wono ne ye general secretary MPP amanyoko na enko mbon hu musuo krampo friends entwefo hie mu da ema ne sanso nyina so ndidi mampeni dada John Dramani Mahama atam na ni nkyeremu a wode ema sentwefo na ne se yesi yera general secretary John Boedu ena yera Samuel Ofoswampofo kire se papai obi a we general secretary pa na afimpim mienu ani dunsia se ni MPP amanyoko musi hwimu nkonya ahodo edema MPP amanyoko na afimpenu ni dunsia mu ho na afimpenu ni aduonu nko ade yeka koto aba na wono kra yesa general secretary MPP amanyoko no MPP ebo modern lusi nkonya bebre o mahye bedwefie na nkeyonu mpo an ko betimi afinipam kra resign sanse general secretary ent na fie ema semoni sei enkoso enuti no wode nsem bia toto amane ne pai ya wo che se wo ye belu pa ne wodi ntwo eba ne kuku odie pa de ayera John Boedu ena edi na kase se watena se anhwe han man konya dodo ye o mahye bedwafie no MPP fo etimi elusu ne dodo na asemi na ne Obaatanpa kase bo won se yen no ye hwe kru ni animu mane mu ena Kwadwo enso harefa kwa butu enu ntinye bo modern ni yera John Boedu nso di ho nkomo ene ebusa ne se eja sisi antansa wodro ye di bo ni o na uyiwa no se no se o pe duama na ebu abo na se kwa bo fre sebi o se hu born dog se yera Samuel Ofoswampofo ebe kache onu John Boedu se enke be ya won si fem class general secretary sense we di ntwontia no se papa we se ebra na ndi samanyoko no ewo abemu kra wa fimpenu ni dunsie mo eba beto aba no na o director of election said my NDC what na sia my NDC for di ntwose poto abaya ti akonya so edi ntwoma opposition party eba ye no achi 2020 abaya 2 years so NDC say wo mu abomode edi nkunim na yisi ewi abato nim dem MPP wo mu de asem ne court na court say mo mfa nkrata sem edi adanse say mo wi ni famra eno so mo ntimi amfamma na che say era Samuel Ofoswampofo ase nenum na keka no na ebusua wo titi bie keke
NDC and the chairman atase na ayoma if you say they are Katana crown the year 2016 year election now me a national organizer that's a general secretary director of operation of the new patriotic party that sees a war parliament there 127 as a 128 no a director of election for NDC normal power the co-election move seats from 128 to 169 into increasing or reducing parliamentary seats a sign of failure or no hearing. But director of elections, the presidential candidate, John former president, now Okra Power, Olusu 2016, with a margin of 1.5 million. Abraham general secretary. It is losing an election and a sign of failure. It is President Mahama. It is a common contest 2020 elections. Or also as the head of elections, when we put together a system, I bet we are more resolve into almost elections. No, they were in a comfortable league. And this is for two Ababa and say, National Chairman towards 2020. What were they expecting? What were they expecting? They were expecting to lose the election. And of course, 2020 elections. When I am chairman of the party, you lose to 1.5 million. A brand new crowd power. I found the number as candidate. Until I am one that almost call court. It be so say, presidential candidate, votes are in the who say, yeah, looking at me baha. A battery two total valid votes are in a winning. We send a new patriotic party. To me, Yaku could open by a contest of you. We, under my leadership, answer na 5 hours, 6 hours. In the result, in our presidential.
And yeah, TAA John Boydu, one nature for Penny General Secretary at the New Patriotic Party, MPP, Amanyo Kono.
Na unimisa ya tutu nsioma bese na watch malam gbawe kaneshi ene miami brino wonoma nyo ha kakra won to medutu vidie ni nyina eguo na wonoma ahwe siesie ti nsioma ampanso na nsen wahwa nsuo wan den papa wonoma mteka aso mbie pipe no bon hwede ma hwede obati hwu saa na pipe no ka kire wonoma no ena adwuma ne ekoso no so afo no ana hwa honedie ni nsu sem so onabo Cecilia Abnadapa atu anamon aba ba bia wonoma eye weja treatment plant nsisi no beduru ho no ena woni nsem twefo kwa proba fefefe mu abusa engineer wo ye adwuma no ensemfu amakomenu ensa bia oyi ano ana waka kyerem so momodia na wonoma enhwe na adwuma no enye tenten misanse nsuo dia yenkwa omman na wotwe baako de enko de obenya enkomuntim adwuma no enko nim sho na wotwe baako no kamani nduru na anka wonoma enhwe mi nsuo ntum na Ghana fo enya ensuo ennom.
You originally stated 5 days. I'm sure they will finish. They are so hard working, they will finish before the 5 days. That's why I've come here to acquaint myself with the work being done. Because most of the time we are shutting down for maintenance work and changing of valves, etc. We all don't know what happens. We know in the system. But we wanted you to come along with us. We all witness the hard work they are doing. And they didn't import or outsource. They are using in-house expertise. And this should be commended.
Obaatanpa Radio.
Any atiye oswafo hwahunidie ene ensuonsua SM Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa na esansan panyinisi de jawane de aso awontie no engineer Clifford barema a wono ene ehwe ama ensiesie na akoso weja treatment plant ho no enso ede nsem kakra eto nsem twerefo anim.
We use our instrument, we realized that we suspected some leakage on these ones. And lo and behold, we got these divers, a contractor, and they dived and they saw that the man there, he's working there.
Welding?
Yes, no, they are now fixing what we call pressure casing. They have to prevent the water from inside, and then before they can use, they have the equipment there. The thing will pass through the water, and yes, the fire will not quench.
Wow.
But if it touches the metal, then the welding starts. So that's exactly what we are doing. So we have 900 here. One there, one is the black with the coated.
Minister, we normally used to estimate the volume of water that we said we're producing. But these are meters that will relay the numbers to us. Exactly. And they don't need to come and read. The human interference in them has been reduced. Yes. So we bought about 426 of them to do that across the country from internally generated fund. Yes.
And the encroachment.
That is the next thing that we are facing.
We started with there should be a patrolling every day. Oh, people are stubborn because it's a restricted area. If the district assembly is not up to it, you should be up to it. Please get one pickup to be patrolling. That's the duty of the officer. Pardon? It's the space. We need it for future expansion.
Emra engineer ne kasa na se na ye ma men Cecilia Abnadapa na enema bi na shi. Etinie mai na shi kura obi asantwerefo ne engineer kasa no no se aha me bai ma hunse we jansuo no amanfo ahya se sisi dan wo ho eno ni hwenfa. Ana so wonu no problem kese pa Ghana waterfo no so problem kese pa omo nsase nyinara ahemfo ne mpanyinifo bi adwetwa nsase na to amankrofo abeba no mu sidan wonsuo no na wo mu ya buru afekura de asore ana age abozo ko ngura ni mu ho a nsuo na no ho a nsore ni nyina bebre na atu afiri wonu ma sore dan ma betre enua ni mu ngura ni mu ho e na wonu so mo ya de wo hu o chese ha dwene papa e na onu abo aka kire papa engineer se etimu motu wonu mo ya de se assembly ni nyina so be ya mo fa ka mo ntina mu hey mudura stop work mo pam mo free o just na do ma me ne ni abre pa was wo mo pam mo free obi a wo si dan wo wagya nsuo no bia no wo mkotu sankro ne mu A2 foundation e ba san so a e be hadwene pa
yentu akasia bono eso na yefa we ensori so anti ya yensa kan se abrante bi efre no abeku esel wonye fishe no aduanan enum we Kwadwo papa ne sa na papa yi na ye bi ansabru ni mu no na bi a wano mo ama chese nketenkete chi no ya otimi fe muti ya no se ne si nefo be nan ne wo ma hwe na wo mu hu no na ade chi ye nne no mo se ne asem pampa bi firi ne dem ho no mo banto mu ko bu pun ne no na se papa yi waye nyame adia woda Facebook Obaatanpa radio 92.5 iti brabe hwe bi na mo nyafo se fasa atha ne samo di jansen twefo bi enie
honorable Sifas Atha Mangesim Anafo Estate Assembly member I'm down pay me one amenya nte the be a wooda or your Greenwood Hotel echiwa Mr. Inchi Nenchan to an amoko mekwa no KwahumanDehye environmental health officers in Mangesim police for our CID for Mauli in a neighbor Kwankano once or what I say more the way be a Wugudu and a warrior. Now, probably a dan Mamukoshuma, and I say, oh, yeah, a branche, and then Fiokoima, Bayer, the many Susan, and I'm the margin boy, Bayer, ni 40, ni late 40s, I'm the Oracle 50, or ni 40s, Oracle 50. Now, we say, be saying, so you'll be a sabi, when you mean some kakra. Iya Owana, we travel for Nane Papa Kuma. Our SAPS preparatory school proprietor Mr. Esel or the local hospital. I called by Mpene by Nebasa. Na futu akonu ala den ka onhwe no nja insana no. So Mpene de ado de ko wum de nyaye nde basa o de kwanan ya no kwasa mi de mantimu na abun kan ya. Kakra mpo amigina ho no ana do nhwe kakra mi di ho no in fact no boso mintum kra mintum. Nti kasa kakra or AC ewo me Peswado estate or Greenwood Hotel echiwo Mr. Inchi na dan jo ye opeyin Esa ana Mr. Esa ni ifi.
This is Obaatanpa Radio.
Ani ayati ye ora Sifas Atha wono ya assembly member ya wo Anafo estates abaton peswa so lecture area no ewo mankesim ne ati na no disem no kase bono ya dia pem
adwenche na ma fa kakra bi na yemfa ensoro so master red kaswa na wasize se de Ghana he ye nyina yani ate o yani bie papa obia so usua ngoma nti obia ntin me dada obi biem se ne ndizifo tie nda nti omo saa omo du oda agenda no de won konko fa ba bi foforo no mfa se Ghana fo yani ate pa yenye saa eniema ne biem wase na nado ne ba omia o mama Ghana ekwan mo chonabo maybe sawa kumsin yi papa na Dr. Dan Blow the free broom so apeusi kanwa say na watwi mu anu aka kire ne namfofo bi omo MPP fo say na nadam kwakufadu obehwe am ye jai eye prophet Isaac Osuwe mpasi sie ampani ampa asem waka ekura nche bia ne say yakwako ja papa yi nti wase na nado de wagunu wani mas papa pantinkabe a won resign na won konkope baby entna na sense wo so etutura asem ne basabasa so pa wase ochia na ama brankruchi na avis no ura Vincent Kumsen oso ochia ne ye papa na Evans any no the free tutu kan wode aba no say oh at long last na nadam kwakufadu enche MMDC's list no obe JMCC yenya ne ntie se wom di bibia keka bo mama yewura dambo twinsa ka bibia anti no bia fitu ochine ya kopem dwada de na afi no income ni we ni nyina no obia hu bia obejina na wase ogbo adwuma papa ochia ne hard working DC honorable Faustina Misa wo Boase East ne dia ono so ede ebaye eno positive change medina no se ohia ne kompa na se de edi no wasi ohia ekomo de Ghana fo se adwuma ni ho bibia ankoye wasi ni nyina ya memwo bone a ekoso ene nam so ama enei ekomo dia na de Ghana fo no so chia Alhaji ye fela a wono wase wa himfumpu next constituency chairman Edema Medina ne dia wakana Misko Spelele ana wase entro propaganda ani buga politics takashinkwa na ndisifo omotadi wi ni aba eya monya policy papa abema Ghana fo ato aba mamte sene na adam kwa kufadu waye ya ama Ghana ekọ nanimi eye okuru Yeboah barema Benin ana wase obia etie kase ebo no ewo eye breman Benin ne dia wono so de baye no so obi etie papa yenso edamase ana Fuseni Salifu ka so azongo no se mu news no de te sekra ma anam no ono so dia wote haba no ma mi nya ko papa bi wase wo hwe na asuo ba ya ata ka so no se Ghana ye adwuma bi papa